topic as well. So what I'm going to do is select my favorite question and then share it with you. Actually, this is not something new, but I just think that I can make you do some questions in less time. Try question number 9, and I'll share these questions with you. And inshallah, we'll discuss everything in our next class. We are going to do 9 and 13 right now. बॉक्सेस बन रहे हैं क्यों न्यू गए जाने न्यू गए बने गए लोन
Sir, I got B.
9B. Very
2
good.
plus 3 square root 2.
You are actually solving it quickly and you're disappointing me. I wanted to just override. So I just wanted to make you bore of this, that you say that yaad ho gaya. This was 1 square root 2. So I can see 2 2. I'll write 2 square root 2. And on the other side, it is already given that that's a midpoint, so it is 1 1 and 1 1 square root 2. Now I can quickly go with the perimeter and area. I'll leave that to you to find this length and then find the area. That was question 10. So now coming to question number 13. Mahad, you also said B, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm actually enjoying this session with you, and I was convincing students that you should go for SAT between your A1 and A2, and not right after O levels. There's no hurry. You're going to use it either way for university admissions. Students taking mathematics in A levels are in a much better position.
Sir, would it be 102?
That's right.
Let's go.
Mahad, Mohammed.
Hi, sir.
Are you still trying?
Yeah, I should probably start.
Mahad, will you care to share what was your approach?
Okay. So I found ABCD is 100, right?
Very good.
And I wrote x. I fractioned it out. X bracket x plus 4 is equal to 100. So I kept that as that. And then for EFG, so EFGH, yeah, it is EFG. EFGH, the length and the length is x plus 3 and the width is x plus 2. So I did the same thing. I times them together, made a
I got
polynomial. X
I
squared.
got
X.
102. Oh wait, no, you already solved it.
So you
Yeah,
already
he's
did
already
that.
done that. You took 3 times as much time.
So that's because I was just staring off in space.
So now, Mahad and Mohammed, those students who are actually taking SAT after their O levels, they sometimes fail to understand these things. When you've written this, you know length into breadth, and you've written this, you know length into breadth, you can clearly see the difference that the second expression is 2 more than the first one, and you don't have to go for X. You don't have to find that, and you have your answer.
Oh, sorry, I went the long way. That is very smart. I should have done that.
But you were quick. You at least have a grip on whatever you're doing.
Yes.
Now, question number 25. We'll consume our last second as well, and I'll select few more questions. Yeah. Question number 25. This is just read and select. No solving.
Ooh, no, wait. So I'm gonna make a guess here. Is it A?
That's right.
Oh
And
my
this is
god.
the right way. You have to do it this way. Now, students actually fail to understand. Again, those who are going for SAT after right after the O levels.
I didn't even realize that. I didn't even look at the answers. A is the only possible one.
Yeah. That's it. I'll come to these options. Um, those students actually they fail to understand that the number of unknowns should be equal to number of equations given. If you have to find x, one equation is enough. But if you have to find x and you're also given with y, now you need two equations. If you have x, y, and z, you need three equations. So this is just start reading this question and start writing the equation that the quadrilateral wxyz and the measure of z is 10 more than twice the average. So w plus x plus y divided by 3 into 2 plus 10 is equals to z. There are four unknowns, and this is one equation. You can't do that. And
So
we are
is it?
Sir,
Oh, I did that, but I did w plus x plus y over 3 plus 10.
I solved it though.
twice the average math.
Yes, and then I times it by 2.
Yeah. No, 10 is outside that. Z is
Yes, yes, yeah.
10 more than what? 10 more than twice the average.
Oh, okay.
So we know if it is a quadrilateral, the sum is going to be 360 anyway. So it can't be 400, can't be 360, can't be 720 for one angle, right? So if we consider 180, if this point Z is 180, this is no more a quadrilateral. That is now a three-sided figure. So it can't be 180. It has to be 150. And 12.
What is that?
Pentagon. Sum of interior angles n minus 2 into 180 over, sorry, into 180. One interior of regular polygon is n minus 2 into 180 over n. Sum of exterior angles is 360.
Wait, sir, didn't you say you couldn't solve the last question that we did, the WXYZ one?
No, you can't do that. You
I
have
did.
four unknowns.
I solved it though.
Like, what would you consider for w, x, and y?
So I did w plus x plus y plus z equal 360. So w plus x plus y equal 360 minus z. So I said z
Plus
equals
x plus y plus z is equals to 360.
so w plus x plus y equals 360 minus z
360 minus z
over 3
over 3 into 2.
plus 10 equals z.
Now, I'm solving it because I never ever went into this working. This is 720 minus 2z over
Oh yeah, there's also plus 10 equals z.
3z plus 10.
Yeah, you get z equals 150.
No, let me do it. So when you multiply with 2, you get 720 minus 2z over 3 is equals to z minus 10. So 3z plus 30 and 720 minus 2z. 30 is coming on this side. So 720 minus 30 is 690 is equals to 5z.
I don't get 690, sir. Sir, it's 3z minus 30 on the right side, not plus 30. Because it's z minus 10, so if you multiply both
Minus.
sides by 3.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So 750 equals 5z, z equals 150.
So z equals 150. And on the other hand, my claim was just to like reduce the time. But this is good. I never actually solved it. And you made two equations. That's good. W plus x plus y, 360 minus z. That's actually great. Try this.
So I feel like it's 360, but I'm not sure how I can prove it. Like I've
Um,
done the I know it is, but I don't know like
this is not 360.
uh
Meanwhile, we'll talk when Mohammed is trying the question. This is a three-sided figure, and I know that sum of interior angles is 180. Four-sided figure, sum of interior angles is 360.
B.
Yeah.
Yes. So I made a mistake. I accidentally did 4 times 364, like the interior angle. It was supposed to be 5. So
Yeah,
I did
these are
5 and then did everything again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I
These
did
five
4 by
angles
3.
were supposed to be 360, but the examiner marked them 10 times, twice. So that is why it is 720.
Uh,
Pentagon was supposed to have 5 exterior angles, but he marked them in double.
so I did it as so I found all the vertices first and then I times them by I times the amount of vertices by 360. I got a summation of all the measures. And then I took it as like you could say a triangle at first. So I did 2 times 180, but that it didn't make any sense. So once I got the whole summation, it was I think
Yeah, the approach was not bad, but there is one more thing to understand that um, we can see this figure and it's not written anywhere that it is not drawn to scale. So we can see that angles are also not equal.
ah
So even if you consider them equal in this question, is that would work. If you see the interior sum of interior angles of five-sided polygon is 540, so one is supposed to be 108. So if it is 108, the external needs to be 72. Now there are 10 such angles. Again, you'll get same answer even if you consider them as average in
yes,
this
I did
case.
the long approach because I did 360 times 4 times 5, and then I minus that value by 360, and then divided it by 2.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So you're taking that corner, the complete vertex as 360.
Yes, I took the long approach. This is so much more simpler. 360 times 2.
So I'll share these three topics with you. And meanwhile, uh, if you get your hands on any practice material, especially I'm talking about mathematics, not English, every material for mathematics is authentic and correct. So just get used to it. Whenever you attempt exam, your final exam, it should click in your mind that you've seen such type of question somewhere. The syllabus is not too lengthy. But the type of question and wording and vocabulary, we just need to get used to it. Anything you would like to ask?
No,
No.
sir.
Okay. Okay, I'm sharing this soon in few minutes. Or did I?
No, you
I
did. Yeah, you said you shared it.
Okay, I shared this, but I said that we didn't do it together. Anything out of it?
No, I think we did one or two questions, but you said you had like a favorite question you wanted to show us.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. 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 We jumped through these three questions. So, did you get time to solve this or not yet?
So not all of it, right? Just some of the questions.
So whenever you get time, even if the question is short, do not skip it. The
Okay.
sole purpose behind this is whenever you see such question in exam, it would always click in your mind that you've done somehow or somewhere similar question. Okay, try number 1. I hope you make a mistake.
Why?
So I can prove that point.
Okay.
isn't it just 8 plus 4 root
8 plus,
4 root 2?
you're talking about this B.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wait for the second answer.
1 minute, sir. So wait, is it, are all the triangles equal?
All the triangles are equal, yes.
Okay.
Mohammed, meanwhile, you've done it. There was a student, he always had his answer correct, but he somehow fails to explain how he reached to the answer. And then I realized that I shared the sheets before class.
No. Do you want me to explain how I got 8 plus 4 root 2?
No, that's incorrect. You don't need to explain it.
Oh,
So the point is, like, I shared it before class because I wanted him to go through it and we could save our time directly discussing the problems. Because I'll select these questions and somehow you're doing like 90%, 95% of them. So that was for self study, but all he did was went through the answer key.
Sir, for example, let's say BC, if I cut them in half and make a triangle, it's gonna be 2 and no, what it 2 and
Yes.
4, right?
If
As
you
the
like, diagonal is not
sorry,
4.
one. Sorry, no, no. Let's say BC, that triangle,
Yeah.
the triangle for BC, and I make a line in the middle.
Horizontal.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 1, 1, and then 2 as a diagonal.
This is going to be square root 2.
Square root. Oh yes. Square root 2. Okay.
Now, there were 2 points I wanted to prove. You're actually not making that mistake. One, although that's going to be a digital set and you will have calculated in all the sections, but do memorize this triangle and the other one as well, 30, 60, 90. So if I see this one square root 2 and I look at this BDCB. So I see this is again a square, but twice of that which I've already learned. So that's 2, 2 and 2 square root 2. But I come down to the question statement, the figure on the right, the two diagonals divide square into 4 small triangles. What is the sum of perimeters? So when we look at this one triangle, may I say this side and the other side in total still makes it 2 square root 2.
Yes, sir, because it,
folded.
so it's
So this
2 square.
is 2 square root 2 and that side is 2. This one triangle is 2 square root 2 plus 2 and there are 4 such triangles. 8
So is it 8 plus?
plus 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Moment,
Understood.
this was the catch because he's finding a one triangle and then multiplying with 4. And the other option would have been that find the length of the pipe used to make this diagram. So this would be 2 plus 2 plus 2, all these surroundings, plus this one complete diagonal, plus one the complete diagonal. So actually, when he's splitting it them into 4 triangles, there is repetition of the sides.
Yes, I thought actually only times it by 2. That's what I was confused about as well. I didn't think that you have to do for all of them. I was like, okay, you found 2 of them. Well, there's only 2 other lines left. So I should only do times by 2.
I don't actually remember the paper, but there was one marking scheme. I think that was for IGCSE, but the examiner clearly wrote those students who understood what we asked solved the question. Sometimes the question is simple while we solve them, but we have to read the statement carefully.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'll come to the next part and share with you as well. Still in our next class, if you've done all of them, very good. If not, you can share that with me and we'll again go through that skimming. But
Okay.
ultimately, we have to do it. Some are easy, some are tough, but you will go through the experience. If not already done, try this 11th question. Remember lines and angles concept.
So, sir, can I do y is equal to 180 minus 3x minus 5? Can I write it like that?
You're talking about these two?
Yes.
You can do y is equal to 3x minus y.
Hmm.
Matt, you remember this thing?
I'm not sure, sir.
Okay.
Also, if I do that, I can
Like
equate them to each other. And,
this part, we discussed it, distant angles,
oh,
vertical
yes, yes,
opposite corresponding. Now
yes,
see
sir.
the section which is in between. That makes
Mhm.
a parallelogram. You see
Mhm.
J and G, they're equal.
Uh,
D and M, they're equal. Do you have access to this sheet?
no, sir.
Okay, just type
Can you go
your
back to the
email
question?
address.
So I can just do y is equal to 3x minus 5 and y is equal to 2x
Yeah,
minus 50 and equate them to each other. So that would be
there are two
180.
things. Opposite angles of parallelogram equal, and this thing that sum of interior angles between parallel sides is 180.
Uh,
Mohammed, you were saying something?
No, sir.
is it uh, 54?
I think I'm getting 50.
Oh, wait.
So first, if I
Is
solve these two,
is x equal to 10?
x is equals to 1040. Okay, let me quickly do it. I'm like doing it mentally. 2x minus 15
I got 50.
plus 3x minus 5. Yeah, 50
Yeah, so I
is
15.
equal to 180. So that's 5x minus 20 equals 180. 5x equals 200. X is equals to 40. Now 2 into 40 is 80. 80 minus 15 is 65. And on the other side, 3 into 40 minus 5 is 115. Now examiner says y minus z. So y is 115 and z is 65. You get 50.
Sir, I forgot to add the 180. That's okay. Understand.
Okay, now I'm going to touch this new topic, that is area and perimeter. But there's no new concept.